On today's live daily news, a fighter jet crash lands in Erie County. Texas Rangers save a runaway juvenile, and early voting totals are in. Plus, Aaron Nelson with Exit Realty Advantage joins the show to talk about being nominated to the Realtors Hall of Fame. All that and more. I'm Yantis Green, and this is Live. But before we get to the news, this Friday is Cinco de Mayo, and with that, bars are already gearing up for the night of partying. The top spot, though, will be at the Penny Bar and Grill. They will have the band Assolto playing, and they'll have drink specials and, of course, tacos. The Penny Bar and Grill, or the Penny Bar Grill, is located at 2412 College Hills. It's a night to remember, so we'll see you all there. We start the show today with breaking news coming out of Erie County. Yesterday afternoon around 4 o'clock, a foreign-made, Czechoslovakian-made fighter jet crash-landed on the Rockerbie Ranch. Sources confirmed to us that the crash occurred after the jet lost an engine on the way from San Angelo to Midland. Because of that, the pilot made an emergency landing on a ranch road. The landing was rough as it took out a fence, but the pilot reportedly was not injured. For more details on the crash, make sure to check out that story on SanAngeloLive.com. In other news, the Texas Rangers this past week saved a runaway teen from the notorious San Angelo Lodge. According to court documents, last Friday, a special agent with the DPS and a Texas Ranger discovered the 15-year-old girl living at the San Angelo Lodge. Also living there were 47-year-old Andre Fay, his 27-year-old son DeAndre Fay, 20-year-old Adam Chapa, and his girlfriend. During the investigation, officers found that Chapa and DeAndre Fay both sexually assaulted the runaway girl on multiple occasions. Chapa's girlfriend helped in the investigation by telling the Rangers that Chapa admitted his infidelity to her. Those two were arrested, charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child, as we reported earlier, and they remain in jail on $100,000 bond each. And a San Angelo teenager has been indicted by a Tom Green County grand jury for taking a weapon into a bar. In December of 2020, San Angelo police were dispatched, learned that there was an unknown man in the El Patron bar with a gun. Officers located the individual. Turned out it was 17-year-old Eduardo Lopez, and asked him to go outside. As they were walking, the officer noticed Lopez grabbing at something in his pocket, which turned out to be the gun. Lopez said he had the gun on him for protection. He was arrested for unlawfully carrying a weapon in a prohibited place. That occurred on December 19th of 2022. He was also released later the same day on $10,000 bond. Lopez is due in court on June 7th for his post-indictment reporting. And of course, Election Day is this coming Saturday for municipalities and schools and special districts in Texas. And with that, early voting has come to an end on Tuesday. It's probably a good thing because less than 1% of voters turned out in Tom Green County. There are several important issues on the ballot in the city of San Angelo, such as raising the qualifications for police chief, and in Single-Member District 3, there is a race for city council between incumbent Councilman Harry Thomas and his challenger Michael Lepak. Polls are open this Saturday, May 6th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Go to the San Angelo Live story, Early Voting Turnout Dismal for Saturday, May 6th election, for a complete list of voting locations, and also be sure and go vote Saturday. Finally, a TLCA Eagle signed to play college ball next season. Ryan Chadwick has more on that in a second. But first, here's a quick message from Jim Bass Ford.
We all know it's super hard to find Super Duties. They are few and far between. But right now, you can actually find a great selection at Jim Bass. And it's perfect because it's Truck Month. So why not take advantage of the Ford factory incentives and our great selections and make it the place to buy your next truck. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Harden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
The TLCA Eagles had their first college signing of the 2023 school year today. Camille Massey signed with Crown College in Minnesota to play volleyball at the next level. Massey was a multi-sport athlete at TLCA this season as she played volleyball, powerlifting, and ran track. I met up with Camille after the signing and asked why she picked Crown College. Let's take a look.
Well, I originally was going somewhere else, and that school kind of just changed paths for me, and I feel like God really led me in this direction to choose Crown. Once I stepped on the campus, it was like that was where I was going. Everybody that I met while I was there was amazing, and I can't wait to be there.
Congratulations, Camille. Everyone here in San Angelo wishes you nothing but the best moving forward. And for everything sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
See ya. Bye-bye.
So long. Bye. See ya.
Adios. Carpet Tech is hitting the highway, and we're coming to your hometown. If you live outside of San Angelo, we'll travel to you and waive the mileage fees. That's a savings of up to $200. The further away you are from our location, the more you save. Now's the time to get your carpets, hard floors, and upholstery clean, saving up to $200.
Bye. How was that?
We are recording. 3, 2.
Welcome back to the show. Today we have a very special guest. It is a former face of maybe a realty company that you may know, but now moving on to bigger and different things. It's Mr. Aaron Nelson with now Exit
Realty Advantage.
Exit Realty Advantage. Of course, Aaron, you got your start and you kind of blew up big with Deerski and Deerski.
Yeah. So I've been a realtor for going on 14 years now,
Okay.
so it's been an awesome journey. Deerski's helped me grow, helped me learn a lot of what I know now. Grew, learned real estate, learned business and that sort of thing. And with him retiring, it was just the perfect time, to go out and spread my wings on my own.
There you go. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that a little bit. I know a bunch of people are very interested in that topic of just the departure of one of these long-time realty companies, and that's Deerski and Deerski. They're one of the biggest ones in San Angelo.
Sure.
So after the shutdown, how was the fallout? Was there? I know you started your own thing. Did you bring some people with you?
Sure. So we do have some of the agents that were at Deerski and Deerski at our office, and it's actually two different offices. We have Exit Realty Advantage, which does the sales portion.
Okay.
We also have Angelo Rentals. They're two separate brokerages. So Angelo Rentals handles all of the property management clients and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So we have some agents that do strictly property management, some that do sales. So it's a nice combination.
Okay, and so when you have this big umbrella, you're on top of it, looking at all of it. How is it kind of dealing with all those kind of moves when you're doing construction? You're
Sure.
building homes, you're selling homes, and you're also renting homes.
We do have the construction company as well. So.
Yeah.
Kind of my vision with it was to kind of go full circle as much as we can.
Okay.
So we can help people not only from when they start early on, maybe as a tenant, going all the way through the life cycle, all the way to become a homeowner.
Yeah.
And so that's where really Angelo Rentals can help in the beginning. Exit Realty Advantage can help, later to help them become a homeowner. Eventually, you like to think that you can start investing in real estate.
Yeah.
And at that point, you might even need a property manager.
There you
So
go,
again, that's
full-
right where
full
Angelo
circle,
Rentals.
yeah.
And all along the way, you're going to need some help with
There you
maintenance
go.
and construction.
The circle of life with Aaron Nelson there. So and of course you do a lot of other things. You're a man who wears a big hat. You do a bunch of other things besides your realty company. Of course, you're really involved in the realtors associations, whether it be here in town or statewide or even at the national level. So let's talk locally first. How is the housing market here in San Angelo right now when it comes to just kind of the market?
It's going great this springtime. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big slowdown. Fed jumped rates September or so last year, and things kind of slowed down, came to a screeching halt a bit
Right.
there in
Yeah.
October and through the holidays. But But it's really picked up. It really has. Surprisingly, people kind of have a short attention span when it comes to the rates. So they know that what the saying goes, you can, date the rate. So if you go ahead and buy a house now, that doesn't mean you have to keep that. You can always refi later when the rates go down.
There you go. And then what about looking into the next quarter? Are we going to see that trend continue to go in a positive direction for us?
I really think so, because I'm not an economist, but all the economists are saying that we should start seeing those rates to start to drop a bit towards the end of this year. So,
and a lot of this comes with, of course, how politics works. A lot of the times, of course, like the economy right now is kind of in a weird spot, and a lot of people want to just say that's because of political reasons. And you are actually the head of the Realtors PAC, which is called remind me of what it's called.
Yeah, sure. So I am a Texas Realtor Political Action Committee trustee.
There you go.
I'm also active at the national level as well.
So now when you work with the rates that the feds are putting and stuff like that, how does that political action committee come into play, and how are you guys fighting, I guess, to help us get better interest rates or better property taxes, or however you guys are fighting?
You hit the nail on the head right there. So a lot of what we do is try to protect homeowner rights, protect our profession in general.
Okay.
But that could be property taxes, that can be like homestead exemptions. That's a big one that's been on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
They've raised that homestead exemption. A big part of that has been what the Texas Realtors have been doing. So trying to fight for that, make sure that homeowners are taken care of, because quite honestly, in some states, you don't quite have that. You don't have that same protection that the homeowners have here in Texas.
Yeah, and coming to Texas, I know property taxes may be the biggest, I guess, issue that most people who are
always
homeowners
coming
in
back
Texas,
up.
right? It's always coming back up. And what is y'all's kind of mindset when we're fighting back against some of these high property taxes that are sometimes hit you unexpectedly and
Sure.
are kind of crazy?
Well, we know that there can't be a sales tax in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That was passed many years ago. So we're stuck with the property tax issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what we're trying to do is make it, manageable for homeowners the best we can, and that's what we tell our elected officials. Raising the homestead exemption is a big way to do that. There's lots of other things that we're fighting for, but that's a really big way to do it.
Okay, and I know that you've made a lot of headway in there, because here, I guess in a week or a couple of weeks or so, they're going to be inducting you into the Realtors PAC Hall of Fame there in Washington D.C. So how excited are you for that event?
I'm very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Actually, leave Saturday for D.C., so it's going to be a good time. We're going to be there for about a week. I get inducted Monday evening, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
You going to see any famous people?
Maybe famous realtors. I don't know.
Maybe
There's
famous
a few.
realtors?
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
so. Maybe some you've seen on TV. I don't know. But
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a pretty fun time. And finally, I'll just let you leave with this one. It's just kind of an open-ended question. Just tell the audience out there, where can they find you at? Where can they find, if they want to buy a house, build a house, rent a house, whatever they want to do, Aaron, where can they find you at?
No doubt. So you could always call me. My cell is 325-650-3391, and I can direct you in the right direction for whatever you're looking for. You can also go to our sales brokerage site at exitadvantagetx.com, or if you're looking for property management or a rental property, you can go to angelorentals.com.
All right, perfect. This is Aaron Nelson. He is now running this whole show. So if you need a house, rent a house, buy a house, I know I keep saying it, but it's that serious. Call Aaron, because he's the guy that'll make it happen. Aaron, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, perfect. And we'll go back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
3, 2, 1.
And that's it for our live daily news, weather, and sports. Be sure and join in tomorrow for more news right here on San Angelo Live. Until then, for San Angelo Live, I'm Yantis Green.